$200 tax increase stops a recession. You cannot balance the budget without growth.
Has expired.
I yield back.
Gentleman from Massachusetts.
Mr. Speaker, we have like a million more speakers over here, but we're out of time, so I'm prepared to close. So I don't know how many more speakers the gentlelady has.
Mr. Speaker, we're prepared to close also.
Looks like both sides are prepared to close. Gentleman from Massachusetts, you have 2.5 minutes remaining.
I don't want to close, but I'm prepared to close. So, Mr. Speaker, this bill is a moral failure. It rips health care away from millions. It pushes more families into hunger. It leaves seniors stranded. Also, billionaires can keep more of what they'll never spend. Republicans say, lose your job? Too bad. Hospitals shut down? Good luck. Can't afford groceries or insulin? Figure it out. But if you're a big oil, a CEO, or a trust fund baby, don't worry, we've got you covered. This bill is about who matters and who doesn't. And guess what? Working people didn't make the cut. But I want my Republican colleagues to know they don't have to do this. They don't have to sell out their own communities. They don't have to vote for a bill that goes against fundamental things they claim to believe in. Crazy as it sounds, they don't have to hurt people to keep Trump happy. Find a spine. Find a conscience, for God's sake, because the American people are watching. They know the difference between real leadership and bootlicking. A vote for this bill is a vote for cruelty. It's a vote for fiscal irresponsibility and a vote to screw over your constituents to give more to the ultra-wealthy. This bill is a middle finger to working people. Now, we can still stop this. We can still do the right thing. Vote no. Go back to the table. Work with us on tax relief for people who are not making millions and billions of dollars. Don't let this be your legacy. That so many of you are blindly going along with this just to please the guy in the White House is shameful. You have a responsibility to care for the people in your districts. And you're voting for a bill that's going to throw millions off of health care and rip food off kitchen tables all across the country. It's shameful. It is shameful. I'm disgusted that we are here debating this trash. And with that, I urge a no vote on the rule and a no vote on the bill. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back his time. Once again, we remind both sides, direct your comments to the chair. Gentlelady from North Carolina, with 4 3/4 minutes remaining.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, people who have supported the Democrat Party policies for years cannot come to this floor and question the morality of Republicans. President Trump has his pen in hand and is waiting for the House to complete its work. We've championed this legislation for months, have guided it through the appropriate processes, and we're on the 1-yard line. America deserves to move even further into the golden age. H.R. 1 unlocks the opportunity to do that. It's time to get this done. Let's be crystal clear about the content of this historic bill. We're restoring our borders, once left defenseless and without redress. We're protecting our great nation by investing in our military and military families. We're preserving tax cuts that made the United States economy the envy of the world just 8 years ago. And we're reviving our nation's fiscal outlook by finally cutting wasteful spending and unleashing our economy from harmful restraint. Restore, protect, preserve, revive. And the failure to act would yield only the opposite. Our Democrat colleagues would tear down the border walls and return us to open border policies. They would have us oversee a continued decline in our military readiness, despite unprecedented theaters of global conflict. They would destroy our economy in their unending appetite for continued tax increases to feed their spending binges. The choice is clear. We must deliver. We must deliver a renewed, restored, revived nation and grant voters the America they stood for just 8 months ago. In a moment, I will offer an amendment to the rule which would correct a technical error in the rule. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on the previous question, yes on the amendment, and yes on the rule. Mr. Speaker, I offer an amendment to the resolution.
The clerk will report the amendment.
Amendment to House Resolution 566, offered by Ms. Fox of North Carolina. At the end of the resolution, add the following. The previous question shall be considered as ordered on the motion to its adoption without intervening motion.
Gentlelady from North Carolina is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back the balance of my time and move the previous question on the amendment and on the resolution.
The question is on ordering the previous question on the amendment on the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. Opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker,
Gentleman from Massachusetts.
I ask for the yeas and nays and a hearing aid for you.
The yeas and nays are requested. Those favoring a vote by the yeas and nays will rise. Sufficient number having risen, the yeas and nays are ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device. Pursuant to Clause 9 of Rule 20, this 15-minute vote on ordering the previous question will be followed by 5-minute votes on adoption of the amendment offered by the gentlelady from North Carolina, Ms. Fox, if ordered, and adoption of the resolution, if ordered. This is a 15-minute vote.